Hello everyone, welcome to Tuli does things. Today I have another video for you. This is gonna be not one of the series I'm working on. It's gonna be on a very sad story, which yeah, we're gonna be talking about today. It's not something I came across and I just felt like talking about. Also, I have a new haircut, so yay, that's great. Anyways, today I want to talk about an incident which is sad, painful, and overall just traumatic. It's just very sad. It's about a monkey who attacked a woman named Charlotte Nash, who was a mother of two, left her with irreversible physical damages, and according to his owner, Sandra Harold, on a 911 call, he was tearing her apart. He was tearing her face apart, and most terrifyingly, she said he's eating her. It's about a chimpanzee. This is the incident of Travis the chimp. Who is Travis? Well, Travis is a chimpanzee who lived most of his life in Stamford, Connecticut, USA, with a woman and a man named Sandra and Jerome Harold. Travis was brought home by the couple a very short amount of time after birth. He was taken away above his mother about immediately. But with the Harolds, he wasn't a chimpanzee. He didn't act like a chimpanzee. He was a human. He knew how to eat. He knew how to care for himself. He knew how to put on clothes. He was a human. He wasn't really a chimpanzee. He's lost all of his chimpanzeeness almost that he had. He he was used by his owners as kind of a mascot for the towing company Jerome owned. He often went with them to tow the cars. He would sit in the back of the car, and this way he wouldn't have to be home alone. So it was a smart idea. He was known very well in Stamford, Connecticut, by a lot of people. He was known as a very nice monkey who he wasn't violent. He was known as non-violent. He was very nice, and yeah, they also really treated him like not a monkey, a human, a boy. He was loved a lot by his owners. They cared for him like he was their own child. And yeah, he kind of was their own child. And the incident we're gonna talk about doesn't really fit in with his character. He was nice, non-violent, human-like, well-behaved, and it doesn't really fit into his whole story that he would do something like that. But that'll come. In the year 2000, Susan Harold, Sandra and Jerome's daughter, passed away in a car accident. In 2004, Jerome Harold passed away because of cancer. The only two remaining family members of the Harold family were Sandra and Travis. So, because of this, they became extremely close. They were mother and son. They slept in the same bed. They were each other's best friends. The only family members in the whole family. So, they got close. Really close. Here comes the part you've probably been waiting for. It's the whole point really why we are talking about this today. But before I get to that part, I have to give some context of because without context it's gonna be weird. The morning of Travis' attack, Sandra had given Travis a drug, Xanax. It's a drug which relieves anxiety, but it can also give you very bad anger and sudden outbursts. At the same time, Travis was suffering from Lyme disease, which, if it's a disease which, if under animals, can cause aggravation and anger, probably because of the extreme pain they suffer. Also, the victim, Charlotte Nash, she had changed her appearance. She had a new hairstyle, and this may have confused Travis about who she was, because Travis knew Charlotte very well. Yeah, he was a good friend of Sandra, and she came over to visit a lot, so wasn't he knew her. Now, this probably gives you a strong idea why this outburst happened. A chimp who is already 4 times stronger than Sandra and Charlotte, under drugs and suffering from anger issues, related, of course, to the drugs and Lyme disease. February 16th, 2009, around 3 a.m. or sorry, 3 p.m. Good friend Charlotte Nash comes over for a visit. She socializes with Sandra and Travis, and then Travis starts to misbehave. He starts to take her car keys, which he probably shouldn't have done. Now, what happens is Charlotte attempts to punish Travis by taking away his favorite Elmo toy. Seeing Charlotte, who he possibly have not recognized, take his toy was upsetting to Travis. It upset him, it angered him. He couldn't hold that anger in. Second later, Travis started scratching and biting Charlotte, and Sandra had to do something. She had to stop Travis. But he wasn't listening to anything she said or tried to do. Charlotte was screaming in agony as Sandra tried to attempt to hit the chimp with a shovel. But all that did was make the chimp more upset. Travis got more angry by every hit of that shovel. Sandra, who just is seeing her friend get killed by her own son, had only a few options left. She got the courage to do it. She held back the tears, and with all the pain built up from what she was about to do, she stabbed Travis with a butcher knife. Her own son. All she had left, hoping that this might make him stop hurting Charlotte. But sadly, all it did was make Travis turn toward his mother. He looked at her in a way saying, just without talking, looked at her and said, "Mom, what did you do? You betrayed me." This act of betrayal made us pause the horrendous fighting for a few seconds. But all it did was make Travis angrier. There was no option left for Sandra but to call the police. In tears, sadness, anger, and pain, and all the other emotions he possibly must have felt at the time, she called the police. Warning has to be given because the thing I'm about to show you, you're about to hear, is pretty disturbing and upsetting. So you can either skip ahead 2 minutes in the video or just click off.
Stand for 911. Where's your emergency?
This is Sandy. 231 Rock Crimmon Road.
What's the problem?
Send the police.
What's the problem there?
The chimp killed my friend.
What's the problem with your friend?
Oh, please.
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know.
Send the police up with a gun. Hurry
Who
up.
has a gun?
Please, hurry up. He's killing my girlfriend.
What is the problem?
He's killing my friend.
Who's killing your friend?
Chimp, my chimpanzee.
Oh, your chimpanzee is killing your friend.
Yes. He ripped her apart. Hurry up.
With a gun.
Hurry up, please.
There's someone on the way.
With guns, please. Shoot him.
What is the monkey doing? Tell me what the monkey's...
He ripped her face off.
He ripped her face off?
He's trying to attack me. Please,
Okay,
hurry.
I need you to calm down a little bit. They're on the way. Can you put yourself away? I don't want the monkey attacking you.
Please, hurry up. Listen to me.
They're on the way, ma'am.
Guns. They gotta shoot him, please. Please, hurry.
Are you there with your friend? I need you to help your friend. Can you go help your friend?
I can't. He tried to attack me now.
Is he still there with your friend?
Yes,
Okay, so then back off. Then don't get any closer, okay? They're already on the way.
please.
If the monkey moves away from your friend, let me know, okay? So we could try to help your friend.
No, I can't. She's dead. She's dead.
Why are you saying that she's dead?
She's dead. He ripped her apart.
He ripped what apart? Her face?
Everything. Oh,
He ripped her apart?
listen, I think I'm gonna faint. I think I'm gonna pass out.
No, just breathe, okay? I'm going to stay with you on the phone until they get there.
Listen to me. Please hurry. Please hurry. Oh my God. They gotta have their guns out. They gotta have their guns out. Listen to me. Oh my God.
The police arrived minutes later, but could not enter because of the threat Travis posed. But they managed to get him off Charlotte and to exit the house. He walked up to one of the police's cars, at which he was pretty angry, and tried to attack the officer. He failed to enter via one of the back doors, but via one of the front doors he entered. Inside of that vehicle was a police officer who feared for his life, and he had only one option. All that you could hear was bang, bang, bang. A wounded Travis tried to return to its cage, but he never made it in. An animal who could have lived his life as a normal chimpanzee, living among his family in the forest, died in a house of which he would have never, should have never known has existed. An animal who lived a human life, but died because he was an animal. Even though he might have attacked Charlotte and almost killed her, I kind of feel bad for Travis, to be honest. He shouldn't have been living among humans in the first place. It wasn't his fault. It was more the fault of Jerome and Sandra, in my opinion. Just they caused him to be among these people and to make this reality for him. Like, this shouldn't have happened in the first place. Luckily, though, Charlotte managed to survive this accident with Travis, and she ended up losing a hand and almost all of her other hand. But she got a face transplant because she lost her nose, eyes, lips, most of her face, and her face structure. So yeah, she desperately needed that. So here's a side by side of what she looked like after the attack, like with surgeries and all to save her life, of course. Um, and after the face transplant, also quick warning for this one because it's also just a bit gory. She ended up filing a lawsuit on Sandra in the end, but before an agreement between the two could be reached, Sandra passed away at 72 years old. A woman who had lost her whole family except for a son who she had to end up stabbing, and to then get seen that their son got shot because he used his instincts. She should have known better, to be honest. This is I'd call her and Jerome the villain in the story. But she lived a depressing life. She lost her husband. She lost her daughter. She saw her friend get mutilated, attacked, like by her own son. I'm calling him her son, Travis, but he was a chimpanzee, of course. It's sad, her life, depressing. But yeah, so was everyone's life in this story. The life of Travis, the life of Charlotte, the life of Susan, and the life of Jerome. That's the end of this story. A story about Travis. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Uh, I hope I covered it well. Um, if you enjoyed it or if you found it very informatical, you can leave a like or you can leave a comment. Or maybe if you want more of this type of content, you can subscribe. But I'm not forcing you to do anything, of course. So yeah, that was the video. Tuli out.